Okay gang, we are in the Lakes region of New Hampshire. I just had a great breakfast at the Tilton Diner in Tilton, New Hampshire, just off Interstate 93. The place was mobbed. It's a Sunday. The day that I'm shooting this is a Sunday. And while the traffic may have been light going through Boston, my guess is it's going to be pretty busy in the Lakes region because a lot of folks from Boston and maybe southern New Hampshire are probably coming here. Now, what is that? Something big is going up, I mean. There's a lake right there. You probably can't see it, but that's going to be a lakefront property, whatever it is. I will tell you in advance, I've got a new ND filter. I started out shooting this morning going through the tunnel in Boston, which would be the last video that I scheduled, with a low-level ND filter. I upped it to ND16, a slightly darker ND filter, because it's going to be a bright, sunny day today. Isn't that beautiful? And I just love being by the water. I'm not a water guy. I'm not a water sports guy, but I just love it. There's someone darting across the lake there on a wet bike. We call them jet skis, but that's really not appropriate. That's like calling photocopy machines Xerox machines. They're not all Xerox machines. That could be a Sea-Doo, which is a cousin of the Spyder. It could also be a Yamaha. I think they call theirs the Wave Runner family. But jet ski is a brand name of the Kawasaki company. If you want to call a personal watercraft a jet ski, go right ahead. My guess is the Kawasaki company isn't going to argue with you. Now that's cool, a snowcat. So anyway, we're in the Lakes region of New Hampshire. We're going to go right through Laconia. This is Route 3. Which kind of winds its way through the Lakes region. Putt-putt golf. And we're going to go right through the heart of, that's cool, through downtown Laconia. We're going to go through Wares Beach. Those of you who've been to Laconia's Bike Week, their motorcycle rally, you've been here before. But those of you who haven't, but maybe you've wanted to come, well, you're going to get a chance to ride right through Laconia. Oh wow, so there must be a sandbar out there. There's people, bunch of boats in the water. There's people there, I think, standing. Yeah, there's people standing up in the water. Wow. And again, as I said in my last video, I know that when I'm jerking my head around, it can be unnerving, disorienting, I guess is the better word. I guess I just don't want you to miss anything. So I had a new gremlin appear on the Spyder. And this is kind of strange. If you've experienced this, please chime in. If you've heard of this happening, please chime in. Because I've not heard of this happening before. Not on the Spyder forums. So I will just say we're in the Lakes region. I don't know all the lakes. I don't know if that's Lake Winnipesaukee, which is the big one, the mothership, if you will, of the lakes. Or if that's one of the smaller lakes. I just don't know. I could look on my maps, but I'm not going to stop here right now. We're pulling up to towards Laconia. But I was at a family member's home where I stay when I go to Rhode Island. And I couldn't get the Spyder to go into reverse. I tried a number of times. I just couldn't do it. I know I was doing it correctly. You know, I've had this thing for, it's got over 6,000 miles on it now. I know how to put it into reverse. It wouldn't go into reverse. I was fortunate that I was in a driveway that had a slight slope kind of this way. And so I could, from neutral, just let it roll back and got it into gear. Later that day, I shut the Spyder down, and later that day, when I started up, it went right into reverse, no problem. It only happened once, and I don't know if that was just a fluky situation. If you've heard of anything like that, it made me a little. It was unnerving to me because it's the first. You hear about these little gremlins and the Spyders and whatnot, and I've had minor things, the seat shock and whatnot. Little minor failures, nothing that would rise to the point where I would question this motorcycle's reliability. I think this is where we want to go for. You'll notice on my phone and on my GPS, I don't have direction set because we're just kind of meandering through the lakes region here. I know enough to be dangerous to get to where I want to be, I think. But anyway, this was the first episode since I've had the Spyder, since March 13th, some 6,000 miles ago, where it actually made me just wonder, oh no, am I gonna have problems now? I've started and stopped this thing multiple times since then. It's not happened again. So you'll know if it does happen again, believe me. So I'm thinking that it was a fluke, just a simple fluke. Okay, I am gonna go straight here. I want to say, oh, there's a trike in front of us. Looks like it's a Harley trike. There's a few bikes ahead of us. So this is downtown Laconia. Boy, this is a real narrow kind of downtown area, isn't it? Oh, it looks like there's a downtown there too, so I might circle around, and I eventually want to go over a bridge up ahead, but I do want to show you the whole downtown, simply because it is home to a pretty famous bike week. The Colonial Theater. I'm going to go left here just so we can check out the whole downtown, and then we'll get back on our course. Oh, wow, I'm pulling in here. Oh my word. This is a cool old train station. By now you probably know I love old train stations. Is this... You can see the old railroad ties there. Burrito Me, so there's a little sandwich shop in there. Can I ride underneath this? Credit Union. Oh, Granite State rail bikes. Oh my gosh. So you pedal down the railroad tracks? Oh, I cannot go forward. And in reverse, it just kicked right in. But I love the stonework. I love the woodwork on this overhang. I just love this entire... Oh, and that's a cool church across the street. The Cake. What is the Cake? And here come the Spyder fans that you can probably hear. That is neat. Oh, and here's another a florist shop and a local eatery. Huh. I'm not sure when Bike Week is in Laconia. If somebody knows, just chime in. If you've been to Bike Week, comment. Let us know how it is. I will tell you, this is a very narrow downtown situation. For a small downtown, I'm used to downtowns with big, broad, expansive boulevards. Okay, right back where we started from, right? Okay, so I think I want to go right up ahead here. There's something buried in there. It looks like a cool old stone building. What is that? Laconia Public Library. Oh, I'll bet that's the county or city hall. County courthouse or city hall. Okay, I believe I want to go straight here. You may have noticed, just like in the Adirondacks, there's a ton of marine-oriented businesses in the lakes region of New Hampshire, as you would expect. Oh, I wouldn't mind living in one of these condos. They've got a lake view right in their back, behind their house. Okay. Oh, here's the sign, Where's Beach. So no, we're in good shape, gang, because we want to see Where's Beach. I've never been. You know, I may have been through Where's Beach years ago, but there's this iconic sign that I am actually excited to see at the entry point for Where's Beach. Thank you. Okay, that is not the iconic Where's Beach sign. That is a Where's Beach sign, but not the one I'm thinking of. I love these stone walls. But on a bridge like this where there's water on both sides, I want to see the water. Okay, here's where we're going. Here's the iconic Where's Beach sign that I was thinking of. And I guess that is Where's Beach right there that we're looking at. And I told you this place would be jamming. It is mobbed. I don't see an open parking spot. That's okay. I have no intention of parking. A lot of boat activity on the water. Oh, this almost looks like an old-fashioned train station. Oh, wait a minute. There's rail tracks just to our right. Between these cars and that structure, there's a railroad track. Huh. It looks like Weir Station, so you can buy tickets to somewhere. Oh, bumper cars. Oh, a penny arcade. So this is like a little kitschy tourist trap type thing. I shouldn't say that. I should not have said that. Now look at this. I'm going to just pull over here for a moment. So is this... Yeah, it looks like that's water right here. Some little creek or something. And there's a bridge that goes from here to there. I don't know what there is. Winnipesaukee Marketplace at the boardwalk. Food, drinks, and music. So you siphon people from this part of Where's Beach and you get them to come to your place, and you do it with a bridge. I love it. Oh, there's a couple of spots right there. Actually, a few spots. The beach is packed. There are a bunch of people. And I'm going to just wing it with a guesstimate. And I'm going to say that I can see maybe 100 people in the lake there. I know, again, your eye line is about 6 inches lower than mine, but hopefully now you can see them. And again, I believe that our next stop, our next town is Meredith, New Hampshire, which I believe is beautiful. We will know soon enough. Goodbye, Where's Beach. Alright, so we're now either in or approaching Meredith, which is another one of the towns in the Lakes region. And we are by no means seeing all of the Lakes region, but we're seeing the ones along the New Hampshire Route 3 corridor. If you're from New Hampshire, from New England, you're familiar with the Lakes region, and I've missed out on something, please let me know in the comments. Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is cute. Welcome to Meredith. I know I've mentioned this before, but you know, you can stand up on a motorcycle, well, at least like adventure bikes, sport touring bikes. I don't know how you stand up on a Harley that has those foot pegs that are kind of like out there. But where I'm going is standing up. I'm gonna just, I think I want to go straight, but I'm going to take a right here for a moment. But standing on the Spyder, because of the huge, not just floorboards, but these 23-inch floorboards, and not only that, but there's a rubberized floorboard top that is also, it like moves a little bit, I guess to like help reduce vibration. It's just so easy to stand up. And not only can you stand up, because some of you are saying, well, I stand up on my BMW. Yeah, sure, but you can't stand up when you're stopped. I'm gonna just turn down here to get my bearings and enjoy this beautiful lake view. So, oh, there's a guy swimming. What is he, swimming out to his boat? Yeah, it looks like he's swimming out to the boat. Can you see him there? Right there, swimming from shore here to that boat. I say guy, but it looks like a girl. So again, this is Meredith. We're gonna get back on our appointed route, which is Route 3, heading north. And there's one more town that we're gonna check out, and that's called Holderness. I think I'm saying that right. Okay, I believe we are fast approaching Holderness. And I believe, yeah, so this is the Squam Lakes Association. So the lake we're about to see is Squam Lake, which is again part of that greater lakes region of New Hampshire. And again, I'd love to hear from folks from either from New Hampshire or in the northern New England area who are familiar with the lakes region to correct me on any of these things or point out some things I may have missed. Nice place to take a break on your bike, right in the shade, right by Squam Lake. And again, the next video will be an epic video. That's the Kankamangas Highway video. And then right after that video will be the climbing Mount Washington video, which I'm imagining will be just awesome. I'm going to really note not just the elevation differences from when we start that climb to when we get to the summit, which I believe is just over 6,000 feet, but also the temperature, because my understanding is the temperature drops precipitously. And it's not just because of the temperature inversion or whatever you call it when you go up in elevation, but also because of the heavy winds at the top of Mount Washington, where apparently the heaviest winds like ever, or maybe in North America or maybe in the United States, but like heavy winds were recorded. I want to say like more than 200 miles per hour. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Some have asked, do you get waves from Harley riders? And what I'll tell you is the answer is yes, yes, yes. There are times when riders give me a wave that's not the traditional low wave with the motorcycle, but rather just a gesture from the handlebars, and I get that for safety's sake. There are also times when I know I've passed motorcyclists and it was too late for me to, I was wandering as my head is apt to do sometimes, as many of you noticed. I'm kind of not paying attention as well as I should. Go ahead, dude, go ahead. Oh, I guess it's not a dude. Please go ahead, I'm letting you go. Yep, there you go. Good job. But there are times when I'll notice a motorcyclist too late to give them the traditional wave, and where I'm going is, my guess is I get that as well sometimes. So I wonder if the folks that don't wave, if it's a rude thing, or if it's just they didn't see you until it was too late. But in terms of getting waves from Harley riders or from anyone else, I'd say I get about what I would expect, and that is pretty good, respectful treatment. Oh yeah, that's a cute little beach right there. As a minimalist, I'd love to live in that little house, which is probably some guy's like shed, but I could wing it. I could do it. I don't need a lot of square footage. So gang, there's one last town after Holderness that we just went through, and that is Ashland. And Ashland, I guess, is right on the 93 corridor, which is the interstate that we came in on. And when we get to Ashland, we'll jump on 93 and head to the Kankamangas Highway, and I'm excited about it. I will say, as we're approaching, I guess we're approaching Ashland. If you like this video, please hit like. If you do not subscribe to my channel, and I gotta say, for those of you that do, I just can't thank you enough. The channel's grown just beyond like anything I expected ever, let alone in my first few months of doing this. If you don't subscribe, if you would, I sure would appreciate it. And until the next video, which will be again the Kankamangas Highway, that'll be a great video. Until then, that looks cute. Thank you so much for watching, and please have a great day.